Right, no, this is all wrong. This is just wrong. I'm the architect, I've got this amazing plan, I've planned out every single thing, okay? That's in the wrong place, that's not how I planned it to be. I wanted that to be this tall. I thought I was going to be much taller than I was. That's not on the blueprint, okay? That's not the plan. That's not what's supposed to happen. Okay, so I'm looking at my blueprints here, my plan for what you were supposed to be when you grew up. And I have to say, it's not what I had originally planned. Oh, Captain Marvel bobblehead, you are everything I could need and more. Just perfect. You fit right in with the plan. So when you think of your plan for your life, are you the architect or are you the one that's being led and being designed and being able to grow? That's what I want you to think about today when we think about what our plans are and what we hope for our future.
Welcome back from the break, everyone. We are back on it with God's plan or yours. So, Abraham, what'll it be? Will you go with God's plan, the promise of a baby, but it does require you to put all your trust in him? Or will it be going your own way, cashing your trust and going home? Well, Derek, that is a hard one. That's a lot of trust, and I am very, very old, but I do want a son. Hang on just a moment. Mystery caller? Hello, Sarai. It's for you. Hello, darling. What? Oh, I like that. So what'll it be, Abraham? I choose option C. I'm gonna sleep with my wife's slave and have a son by her. It wasn't that God's plan was bad. It was that God didn't reveal the journey. Look at Genesis 15 verse 4. But what was attractive about Sarai's plan is that she was able to give Abraham the what and the how. The what being getting a baby and the how being through her slave Hagar. And you know what? Sarah's idea worked. And Ishmael became the ancestor of a huge religious icon, Muhammad. Whereas God still stuck by his plan even though Abraham and Sarai had totally rejected him. He did give Abraham and Sarai a son. Look at Genesis 17 verses 15 to 19. God affirms his plan with Abraham, now called Abraham. And somehow, Abraham's response is to laugh at God. He's saying, but I'm old, I'm nearly 100, and my wife Sarah, was called Sarai, is 90. Excuse me, Abraham, have you forgotten what you said in Genesis 15 verse 2? You directly called God all-powerful. And yet somehow now, you're laughing in God's face. Yep, that's right, he laughs. You'd have to be pretty arrogant, pretty foolish to laugh in God's face, so come on Abraham, get it together. And God, in his self-control, simply responds by reaffirming his plan. He doesn't reveal the journey, just the destination. And lo and behold, they have a son who becomes the ancestor of a huge religious icon, Jesus. Need I say more? We can try to go against God's plan and put our trust in the how, but we're not going to receive the blessing from God's plan unless we follow God's plan. So what do you trust more? Knowing the journey? Or just following an all-powerful God?
Right, now think about yourself and your own life. What are your massive plans? What are your life goals? Do you have dreams? What do you want to achieve? And I want you to think about that and, like, where does God fit in that? Like, where is he in your life? Where do you see him fitting in? So I want you to get a piece of paper, write your name in the middle and all the way around it, fill it in with your goals, your plans, your dreams, anything you want really. Okay, on that piece of paper, I want you to leave a little strip down the side. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get your Bible and you are going to find Psalm 139 verse 13, 1 Corinthians 2 verse 9, Acts 20:24, Ephesians 2 verse 10, Proverbs 16 verse 1, Proverbs 15 verse 22. I'm going to write these all in the link below. And I want you to tell yourself, what does that say about your life, your plans, and where does God fit in for it? Because I know for certain that God has an amazing plan for us. He's like the director. He knows everything that's going on, and we can't even imagine God's awesome plan for us. So you've got your piece of paper with your plans on that all to be filled in, and you've got your Bible verses. Okay, I want you to combine them. These aren't two separate things. They don't just like live parallel lives. they're weaved together. We've got our own plans and we've got God being in charge and being all powerful and all knowing. He knows exactly what's going on and he has an amazing plan.